Welcome back to round 11
Ah, I thought
of
you'd
the
join in.
Calling Birmingham.
I'm doing my hair live.
The chat asked, and we have answered. We have Pablo Pintor on stream for round 11,
Oh, yeah.
playing against Ernesto Silva on Lexi.
Wow. So we got a Bravo versus Lexi matchup. A very common staple for this meta, for this calling, I'd say. It's been a lot of... I've been chatting to a lot of the players, and a lot of them have been saying my matches have been mostly Bravo and mostly Lexi with a
We did see a
with
big
sprinkle.
conversion for both Bravo
Brothers.
and Lexi on today too, and we are seeing them stick around the top tables. So both Pablo and Ernesto are one loss each.
Yeah.
And we are heading into the realm of win and ins. Both of these players have one life left. They need to win this game. They want to go in. They want to be locked for top 8
This is
going
the
into the
winning in.
last round. I mean, if they win this, they're locked.
They're locked. This is the winning.
This
This is a
is
winning
a winning
in.
in.
Wow. So,
Oh, sorry. Ernesto's on 8 and 2.
oh, okay.
Pablo's on 9 and 1.
Okay, so this is Ernesto's on
if
winning in.
Ernesto loses this, he's out.
Yeah.
If he wins this, he has to win the next game to get in. I think we're looking at X and 2 being the cut for top 8.
Pablo is an assassin. He is known for.
He's known for submarining.
He's
not lost a
definitely-
game. He's not lost a game since round 1.
His only game loss was the Matt Rogers
The Matt Rogers on
in
Dash.
round 1. Wow. So, I mean, it was a Dash versus Bravo game, so you know what to expect. But this, yeah. So Pablo is known to take heroes and show them the door.
I think we have a really interesting matchup here. Bravo seems to have come out of nowhere since
Absolutely.
Well, I say come out of nowhere. Oldham has retired. Bravo seems to be filling the gap with the Guardian-shaped hole. We have 5 players left on 9 and 1. We have 17 players left on 8 and 2.
Yeah.
It is a real bun fight for the top 8.
Absolutely. But then at the same time, are you surprised to see Bravo come out with a meta that's very based around Ranger? Because Bravo does like to feast on Rangers, and he's had that new card as well.
We have some big
Starstruck.
impactful cards. We
Yeah.
have a Spinal Crush. We have Starstruck. We
Yeah.
have Crippling Crush.
Yeah.
These do big damage. They can be dominated on demand by Bravo's hero ability.
Absolutely.
And Rangers don't have the equipment to deal with that, and
No.
they don't want to run the defense reactions to deal with that either.
No, and it's the on hit effects. They're relevant. They're massively relevant. But at the same time, Lexi is a powerhouse of damage. It's an absolute powerhouse of damage with Rain Razors and 3 of a kind. So can this Lexi be able to just come out swinging and just give Bravo a real hard time?
We know Lexi wants to go wide. We know she can do damage, but Bravo has 3 block cards and plenty of equipment to try and mitigate some of that damage. I'm really excited to see how this goes. Is Bravo going to try and block up and play a fatigue game? Are we going to see the... I think we're probably going to see the Titan's Fist and Buckler combo again from Pablo.
Maybe. But I think relatively speaking, no matter kind of what way we swing it, the Bravo is just going to be doing pretty much just what Guardian does best. He's not sticking to kind of one plan all the way through it, like we've seen from other heroes like Bolton blocking up Lexi and just trying to literally fatigue him out. Bravo is just going to be sitting there going, I'm going to block this because there's nothing. Yeah, I'm going to block this because I've got nothing to do yet. But next turn, I'm going to set up this card into the arsenal, and then I'm going to come in with a really big impactful on hit effect. I'm just going to wait until you don't have the greatest turn as well, and in the meantime, if you're just going to let me, I'm going to pitch stack this great card and just come in for a Titan's Fist for 4 and just have it ready for next turn. You will have a turn that you haven't, it's not that impactful, and then I'm going to turn the tables on you, and I'm just going to start slamming.
So both players nearly ready now. We see the Lexi equipment suite as expected, the New Horizon, Hornet Sting, Founder's Spring Tunic, and Snapdragon Scalers, and Pablo on Bravo is running Crown of Providence, Crater Fist, Iron Rot Legs, and I believe that is the Tectonic Plating.
It probably most likely will be the tectonic plating. It's again, when we've seen from round one that the shields, it's been just an amazing piece of
It's been
equipment.
incredible.
It actually just shows that you're actually more aggressive because
It's an extra 3 block.
It is an extra 3 block. That's another card that you don't have to throw in hand, and that's just
Absolutely.
more reasons for you to play the cards in your hand rather than blocking with them.
So we're seeing Pablo go first on turn 0. Pitching for a seismic surge token, activating that tectonic plating first turn. Will we see an Arsenal pass, or are we going to see some threat enough damage, maybe a Titan's Fist to try and cycle some of these cards? Nope, Arsenal pass, free turn.
Simple as that.
Not giving Lexi the chance to ending with an action point, not giving Lexi the chance to load.
Yeah,
for fear of getting a crush effect.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's a really cool. Bravo is just very good at making sure Lexi just isn't able to use the Voltaire load up thing, and it's also the Rune Blades as well. Yeah. Anything that can just have that piece of equipment to go, I'm doing something, and are you going to respond to this?
Yeah.
All of that is very handy.
So we're seeing the Codex of Frailty pitched to load a Bolton shot +1, coming in for 4, go again.
Keep an eye on that because this is the beginning of the pitch stack. Don't play out all your really good cards. Get that into the bottom of your deck, ready for the second cycle.
We're seeing value blocking here, letting the 1 go through. The reload from the Bolton shot is not really an issue right now.
No, not right now. I think as well, it's just to be honest, he hasn't said no. Oh no, he has now. So he's going to just
reactivate Voltaire, give the next attack, go again.
Yeah.
Drill shot.
Yeah.
And now this probably does need to be blocked.
Yeah, very impactful against Bravo. This is actually one of Bravo's
coming in for +1. So we're not looking at go again on here.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is the arrow that Bravo doesn't want to.
Most dislikes. I mean,
yeah, he most dislikes.
He doesn't want to lose those blocks on the equipment.
No, not at all.
I do see a Finder's Fighting Spirit in hand.
Oh.
Which does block for 2.
Okay. Oh, a blue.
It's unmovable. Okay.
Wow.
Getting those defense reactions out, playing to the second cycle, like we've said.
A blue Finder's Fighting Spirit.
Interesting.
Wow. Eh? Okay. So I can see Cal McCree lurking about in the chat. You're a pro. If you've got any thoughts, let us know. But at the same time, I've got my thoughts.
Easy. Look. CNC.
Oh, I know it's easy, but I'm still Simon.
You're still reeling from the blue Finder's Fighting Spirit.
I know. I was like, whoa! I've seen this one card, and
we do see
completely rocked.
We do see a Starstruck, a Spanish Starstruck.
A Spanish Starstruck
pitched for a CNC. Has
to
to be respected by the Lexi because they don't want to lose at Arsenal. That's a heat seeker.
Yes, I was just thinking, wow, I can't believe you went CNC. After saying the Spanish. See?
Well picked up.
well picked up. There you go. Yeah, there we go.
If only I did that on purpose.
I know. It's a good job I'm here, right?
Yeah.
So, Bolton shot coming in for 4.
So loaded the Bolton shot. 4 go again. Again, reload not an issue. Probably see a value block for 3 here.
Yeah.
And take 1 damage.
Yeah, that sounds about right. And because there's a card in Arsenal, won't get the reload. I just got news in from the upstairs that Alan says he's not into our jokes.
Apparently not. But he's stuck with us for the rest of the day.
Oh, poor guy.
K.O. McCree says actually breakpoint's now 5, not 4.
Yeah.
So a blue 2 block that actually gives you another life back.
Yeah.
It does make sense in a lot of ways.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Oh, Starstruck is called Deslumbrado. That's a good
really
name.
cool. Yeah,
and he's
I
pitching
like that.
another one. I love that.
It's pitching 1 Deslumbrado.
We are also being told that this is Spain versus Portugal, an age-old rivalry.
Wow. Okay.
We're seeing the correct Titan's Fist up there being used regularly by Pablo just to keep the damage ticking over.
Yeah. So
making a seismic every turn, giving himself enough room if he needs to get those big dominate attacks off.
Yeah, I think at the minute though as well, he's actually just he's trying to really get rid of these. When I say get rid of, the defense reactions, he kind of just wants to get them all out of his deck and use them on these threats that Adesto is presenting to him, which is fine. You know,
Yeah.
for Pablo, he's looking at this going, okay, yeah, this is a big attack, but now I've seen one red Bolton shot, and I've now seen one Rainmaker. That's in the long game.
Interestingly, not using the second defense reaction there to block out fully,
Doesn't
taking 3 damage.
That's fine because it's just 3
We know
damage.
he's going wide.
Yeah, exactly. So we don't need to block all that up because there's no relevant on-hit effects. We don't know what's coming next.
Interestingly, very resource starved on this turn. He's going to have to pitch, play the Heat Seeker.
Heat Seekers. This is now a relevant on-hit effect.
It is.
So this will, if this hits, you get to put the top card of your deck face up into your arsenal. And the Staunch response.
The Staunch.
Wow. Okay. That was never. He knew that was never going to happen.
He knew that wasn't going through.
He knew that was never going to happen.
And again, we're going to see a pitch for the Hammer and an Arsenal of a Sink Below.
Is it Sink Below?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Okay, yeah. And keep a note, everyone. You know, it's a Terra Sunder getting pitched up, ready for that second cycle.
And we know that Lexi's going to take these 4 at a time damage because they want 5-card hands.
Yeah, exactly.
But 4 damage every turn adds up.
It does add up. The thing is, when it gets onto that second cycle, Pablo's obviously just going to try and be setting up to go, look, the lower your health is when I get round to that second cycle, the better it is for me. I really don't want you to be sitting really high up there on like the 39s and everything.
We are seeing a Remorseless in Arsenal, however, which does mean the Sink Below.
White border.
The Sink Below in Pablo's Arsenal is now useless if it's played.
Oh, that's a good point.
If the Remorseless is played.
If the Remorseless is
played. It won't be played out first, although there is another one in hand. So
there is.
We are seeing a tricky situation.
The biggest tricky thing here is I'm starting to just picking up now that he's got a full red hand. This is what a bad time to have a full red hand in this moment.
I wonder if he plays out the Sink Below to this.
Yeah.
To get it out the way before the Remorseless is played. He knows he can't play it.
Yeah. So he knows it's just sitting there. So I mean that's probably a good shout.
I am not a good Bravo player, so
do not. You are now.
I am. I've read the situation correctly. We are on track.
Doesn't it feel good? It does feel good, doesn't it? When you're sitting there thinking, I do this. Oh, he did it.
It validates my meek game knowledge.
Yeah, and the chat's being kind, I think.
They have been very kind this weekend. I think we've seen some real camaraderie building within the chat on the stream this weekend.
Alan in the booth, can we get a poll up, please? Can we get a poll on the chat? Thank you, Alan.
So we did see that Sink Below. They took the Remorseless, and he's now dominated a crippling crush, coming back for 11, taking 1 damage because the Remorseless hit.
That's fine.
We're happy with that. That's a good trade for Pablo.
That is a good trade for Pablo. But now
Ernesto, not so happy.
No.
Is he taking 11, discarding 2 cards? Or is he thinking about blocking?
No, I think he might have just adjusted his health total.
Yeah, that's fine.
From the Remorseless.
If actually taking 11 here might be the answer. He has.
He's just took it straight to the face. Pablo saying, "You ain't having them."
Bye, premeditate. That's a big card to miss.
Yeah. No, I think it's more. I tell you what, actually, I'm more annoyed about the blue.
Yeah,
because he's now left with the 2 card.
He has been resource starved for most of this game.
That stripping that blue away. I think either way, it was just going to be quite annoying. But I mean, taking that blue was way more annoying.
Pitch, play the Remorseless here, and then Arsenal the drill shot.
Well, okay. Let's see if you're a Lexi player.
I could be a Lexi player.
Oh, Simon, you're just a man of everything.
I'm on fire.
You're on fire.
Do we see the block with the Findles? No, because he's not on lower life. He's going to want to save that Findles Fighting Spirit.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we're seeing the Buckler,
and
the Terra Sunder.
Yeah, this is the first time we've got so much armor. This is probably what's actually keeping Bravo in the game in this meta. So he's got this heaps of armor.
And he's only used one piece of armor.
I know.
He's got another 8 block of armor minimum. Sorry.
Look at that. Just nice. It's very, very simple.
And there's your blue Final Fighting Spirit. Pitch, make a seismic, come in with a CNC, threaten against that Arsenal.
Oh my word! It's been.
And again, no blues in hand for Lexi. We have another all red hand.
Oh, okay. I have to say, right? I have to say. I'm just going to do it. You
have to say.
I have to say.
Can I say?
Can I say it?
Yeah.
It's been pretty rough for Ernesto.
Oh, he's just used the blue to block.
Okay. It's been pretty rough for Ernesto. I'm not going to lie. I know that Pablo he's been playing this very, very well, but there has been points where it's actually been, oh man, like just constant red hands. And the card games can just roll this way. He's doing a great job keeping it there. And that's probably what we've just missed here. That 3 of a kind is that big tempo turn that he needed. I'm still quite curious why he blocked with that blue, but maybe he just wanted to keep that big pressure card in his hand, and he's just rolling on. I probably might just draw a blue here.
The Bolton shot is in hand. That was the other card in hand at the time. So maybe he was relying on drawing more resource.
Codex is the main. We've got a yellow really to choose.
Coming in for 5 go again with the red Bolton shot. Obviously the Voltaire giving it +1. And once it has the +1, it gets go again from its own effect.
Yes. So I think he would like this. No, it wouldn't matter. No, the on-hit means nothing. We've got the drill shot in Arsenal.
Correct. Yeah. Need an empty Arsenal. So he's going to take the 2.
Take the 2.
And Pablo's sitting pretty here on higher life. He doesn't mind this at all.
No, and he's got all that armor still. And searing shot, go again, I imagine. Coming in for 4. If this hits, lose 1 health. So Pablo's going, I will block for 4 with my iron rot legs. Easy enough. And then drill shot for 4. And I'm just going to use
with equipment.
Because
it would lose it anyway. So.
Exactly. So and he's using the full effect of his armor just to keep that health total high. Keep your hand going and come back in strong. Absolutely. I can imagine he's got 2 blue cards in hand.
He's got a blue and a sigil.
He's got a blue and a sigil. Okay.
Play the sigil. Play the sigil. Arsenal the unmovable.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, that's a 6-point health lead right there.
And we know that the remorse has still been used now. So,
that's
just Arsenal defense reaction. Crack on.
Wow. Okay. That's might not come out swinging, keeping Ernesto with a full card hand.
So without even thinking about it, Pablo's back up to 35 health.
Jeez. But
against Lexi's 21.
But Ernesto's for the first time.
He's got a full hand.
The first time now, but it feels like it's been a while. Yeah, he's got a full grip. He
has the resources to play.
Yeah, he's coming and a lot of armor's been used. I still don't think Pablo was.
There's a staunch in hand.
Too happy to have all that health. I think he wanted to keep making sure he can just keep stripping cards from his hand.
I think you're right.
But at the same time, you've got to play what you've got to play. The health total is pretty good. Armor's been used, but tempo's back in Ernesto's favor. Let's see what Pablo chooses.
We've got a lot of block with the defense reaction from Arsenal.
Yeah.
And maybe he's going to play the staunch plus a steel blade buckler here to cover the 8.
Yeah. I mean, the buckler's all, it is all good, right?
It's floating.
Yeah, that's all good.
So that covers the heat seeker. It covers the premeditate.
Mm-hmm.
Or is he going to play the unmovable from Arsenal?
I mean, okay.
We know that the next card coming out is infecting shot.
Yes, it is. Now, and we can play that. Now, that will probably bring that tempo back into Ernesto's favor if he's able to get that heat seeker in and getting that card into Arsenal.
I think Pablo's thinking about covering this because
as well.
The ponder and the heat seeker.
Yeah, it's too big. It's too big.
So
and then
this just comes in
for,
and he covers it.
It's all this armor.
Fantastic.
It's all this armor. It is making a big difference. But that was a really that was a big turn from Ernesto, and I'm just saying that he didn't manage to land any of it, but he's probably still really happy with this. That Pablo's sacrificed a lot of armor now. He cannot lean on this anymore.
Correct. However, we have seen a couple of big turns now be completely snuffed out by Pablo, and if there are any new players looking at this stream, pay attention to how Pablo blocks. He is one of the best blockers in the game.
And why? And the reason he's got that reputation because when he went into the last calling in Antwerp, he was on Oldham against a Lexi. That Lexi came out swinging, absolutely decimated his health. He was on single digits. The Lexi player was really, really, really high. And he just basically kept alive and he didn't die and he ran the Lexi player completely out of threats. But
it was a masterclass.
But it was Oldham. We're not in that same boat anymore. Pablo can't just sit here blocking up all game because he just doesn't have that rampart and crowds to stick around. He has to put the pressure back on.
Yeah.
And actually deliver some,
And we do
some pain.
And we do know that Ernesto's only used 1 Rain Razors and 1 3 of a kind.
He's been pitching up a lot of his threats, a lot of
And
those
his
red
codexes
cards.
are at the bottom.
Yeah, a lot of those red cards that we've been saying,
Yeah.
oh, why is he pitching up red cards? He hasn't had any blue cards.
Yeah.
This is second cycle as well. And Pablo is throwing a lot of armor into this.
We are seeing a lot of these red cards being pitched because he's only had red cards to pitch.
Exactly. So, we're still a way to go. It's just a matter of whether, which Bravo can do, just turn around and just switch this on a dime and dominate a really impactful card into Ernesto and making him struggle. And we're here now. We're playing the
one of the brand new
Warmongers
impactful cards.
Warmongers Diplomacy. We're having a look. Ernesto, he's definitely.
We have a
card.
fantastic token. From the partners of the event by the same token.
Yeah.
Who have made a war and peace token. On one side, war with a sword, and on one side,
peace on the other.
with a pen.
Peace
and
with
the
a
pen being mightier than the sword.
But this is really cool for the stream. Amazing tokens, because this gives us that, we can see now just as much as you guys what decisions have been made. And
you can't flip Lexi with war, so we have a bit of an issue.
Okay. So
that
Pablo's
codex is going to have to be played out of Arsenal before anything. Oh, you can't, because it's not a.
You can't. He can't. He's actually. I think he. He's locked him.
He's time walked him.
He's time walked him. Oh no. Oh, my word! This is what.
What a play! And now we have a choke slam with 2 resources floating. Hamish, what does that mean?
Can you smell that, someone?
What does it smell like?
It smells like. More.
So now we have a Lexi taking 8 from the choke slam. No need for the pummel if there was one.
No dominate.
Maybe
he just like, I'm happy either way. I'm going to keep this card.
But now Lexi cannot increase the attack power of their cards.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, it is. I'm not going to deny that it's really bad, but it's not a deal breaker.
No, the deal breaker was the forehand card that could not go anywhere with a codex stuck in Arsenal.
It's a Bolton shot that really does affect that. But there's still plenty of arrows.
Loading a hamstring shot, 5 go again.
Yeah, 5 go again. I mean, there's still plenty of arrows with.
Bravo doesn't mind this.
No, I don't. Bravo's
got the life lead.
Yeah.
Bravo's got the tempo.
Wow.
And this is not a big relevant on hit for Bravo right now.
No, not really. But I think, Simon, I'm going to say that what was the point of the game that did it? And it was that Warmongers.
It was Warmongers.
It was 100% though. If
100%. 100% that Warmongers, and the choice of Ernesto to choose.
Good point, chat.
War.
Why didn't he dominate? Because he couldn't. Because of Warmongers. Good point. Yep, that was it.
Yeah,
I knew that.
But also, Bravo doesn't want to dominate every attack.
No, because
sometimes they want to strip cards out of the hand.
Yeah, but he couldn't. He couldn't if he wanted to.
Another hamstring shot, blue this time.
Okay, yeah, he's just rolling with what he's got, and then that's got to go again as well. And we've got a codex of frailty, but card in hand, I don't think that's ideal. No, he's choosing not to play. That's probably the best move.
Again, defensive blocks by Pablo.
I think the Rain Razors just got put into Arsenal. That's why.
Yeah.
So
absolutely, Rain Razors in Arsenal. Codex in Arsenal.
We've got a big turn. This is
a 6-card turn.
Oh, this is going to be a big
3 of a kind.
Oh, okay. So we've got Codex,
3 of a kind,
3 of a kind, Rain Razors, and a Lightning Press.
Yeah.
This is gonna sting.
But Pablo's on 30 health.
I know that's. The life feed's fine.
He can take it.
He can take it.
But we got another Rain Razors in hand. There's 2 Rain Razors. The double Rain Razors, 3 of a kind turn.
Yeah.
Coming in.
Snaps, everything on the board. This is going to be a stinger.
If there's going to be any turn to turn this game around, it's this one.
Okay,
and we're pitching a Rain Razors.
All right. 3 of a kind. Okay. Oh, got some. Okay. So the Winter Spice. That's a resource.
Good resources.
That's good resources. We're good on there. So
we see the Rain Razors.
Okay. So we got us. So we're now seeing all 3 of the power play cards.
He's got 3 arrows in hand. He's got I think a Searing Shot, a Heat Seeker, and obviously we can end the turn with the Codex.
Oh no, but now you see the Lightning Press. That's not going to work.
No, you can't play the lightning
exactly.
thrust.
So the lightning press is not going to work in this instant. So that's out. That's off the table.
But you can pitch it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course you can pitch it. Yeah, but this is what I think.
All right. So Heat Seeker coming in for 7.
Yeah. That
is an impactful card.
It's going to be fine. It's going to be covered up. But we know that it's going to be covered up. It's not. It's the first cards coming in is not the thing that's going to effectively do. It's not going to be doing the work. That's like a. That's the. Worry about this. It's trying to sneak in.
And Pablo can block exact figures because he knows there's going to be no attack reactions.
Pablo also knows that there's a codex. Well, there's a codex of frailty sitting right there. He can just grab any of the most impactful arrow now and just fire that out. So we've got an infection shot for 7 and yet go again. So that's just information on the board right there that codex of frailty is just going to draw out another very impactful card.
We do see a 2 block in hand for Pablo though, the Rouse the Ancients.
Yeah. Okay, so block him for 3. Take him 4.
The Bloodrot Pox does come.
So that's another 2.
We can't load again with Voltaire, but we can use the Codex.
Yeah, that's the only way. But he's also going to be discarding a card from hand as well. Because when he plays the Codex, he's got to discard a card from hand to put the card in Arsenal. I think he's just looking at this. Okay, we're going for the Quiver. Oh my days! If you're just gonna top deck
Endless
something
Arrow with snaps.
Endless Arrow with snaps.
Although
coming in for 6. Oh, this is big. This is huge.
This is the turn he needed.
This is 100% the turn he needed. Wow. Okay.
And he still has 1 floating for anything he puts in with the Codex. So he could snaps.
So he could snaps.
Use the Codex.
Yeah, and then put maybe the Endless Arrow again back into the Arsenal.
No,
No,
because it won't be in graveyard. It'll be in his hand. So he Arsenals that at the end of turn.
Close the chain.
No, it'll be in hand.
That hits. Yes, of course.
It will hit because we played a staunch. We played a staunch.
Okay, so that's so regardless of what happens, it's off the table. So we're going to snap.
So that's end of turn. What a card to have in Arsenal.
So now we're playing the Codex.
We snapped. Sorry, we snapped obviously, and Codex stops the Endless going into Arsenal. Now he's going to give him a second Bloodrot Pop.
Yes. So now this is all damage now. All damage. It's probably the right card to pick at this point. Taking him down
Still
to 19.
has a life lead.
And upon the token.
And upon the token, the card can go into Arsenal. Lexi can turn this around.
Huge turn, and was that the first? No, it wasn't the
second
first.
3 of a kind. Second Rain Razors.
Second Rain Razors. Okay, we're in. We're still here, and then he takes another 4 damage as well from the 2 Bloodrot tokens.
Yeah.
This is what.
And we see the third 3 of a kind in hand with the Lexi.
Wow. Okay. So and the armor's gone now. We're losing that
armor's
armor.
Pretty much gone.
A lot of defense reaction has been used in that mid game. Pablo was tearing Ernesto apart in that mid game stage, but he's holding on strong.
But Ernesto is fighting for his continuation in the competition here.
Yeah, absolutely. He's
not going to give up easily. He is a fantastic player.
He's really, really doing well. And at the turning point, when we're saying the turning point from
the War and Peace,
that was doing it. But the turning point that's brought it all right back is that Quiver.
Yeah,
that Quiver was
Endless Arrow.
Yeah, that was him bringing himself back into the game there. So 3 of a kind. Here we go. Falcon Punch.
Do a barrel roll.
+1. The arrow has go again naturally, so 4 go again. Getting blocked by the spinal. Taking 1 damage.
Pablo's back into defense mode now. I think that the 3 of a kind turns you have to block out. That's the third 3 of a kind though.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Here we go again. Second Voltaire. Another +1 on the Falcon Punch. Chat. Tell me off if you don't like it.
We don't have a quiver anymore, and we've used both of our Voltaires. So we know there's an infecting shot coming in for 3.
So this is kind of this is not the craziest 3 of a kind turn. Let's be honest. Straight, just block there.
I think Pablo would be happy with this. Not the craziest 3 of a kind turn.
No, It's just probably just going to have to be the coming in for 3, yeah, on the infection shot, and it's is what it is. That's what they say.
That's a bit of
What it
respite.
is.
A bit of respite for Pablo there.
Yeah, that's
And that was a big threat, 3 of a kind turn that didn't come to a huge amount.
no, and it just goes to show how massive the bullseye brace
Yeah.
really was. He could have, well, maybe someone who's very good will say no, shouldn't, right? But he could have just continued that pressure on.
Oh,
Oh,
we knew the
yeah,
CNC
we knew
was
that
there.
CNC was from that codex thing. It's just coming
Save a blue,
back.
make a seismic, come in with CNC.
Yeah,
and I think
easy.
it has to be respected.
Yeah, it's just clean.
Super
It's just clean.
It's
Just clean.
We knew what was coming,
Yeah,
and we still love it.
yeah. I knew it was coming. I still loved it. That's what she said. Oh, we looked at each other for
We've been
ages.
keeping it in.
Yeah,
We
can't help
we've
it.
been
We're
keeping
chat-
it in.
Come
We
on,
have
man.
kept it clean.
We have kept it clean. Anyway, so this is going to be blocked. Oh, Alan in the booth. Yeah. Sorry, Alan. Don't tell my mum. Right. Blocking physics. This has got to happen, right?
He has to block. I think he has to respect this.
Yeah, it has to. There's no way. I mean, the health totals are just too low now at this point.
Blocking for 6.
Absolutely. Yeah. So that's
We do
fine.
have a card in Arsenal. It's still a 3-card hand.
It's sort of food can
We have a Winter's Bite for resources, or maybe
Tunic's up now. Lexi, flip,
we're gonna
premeditate.
premeditate.
Okay, so it's probably just going to be a really simple.
Play premeditate.
Oh,
All right.
oh,
Going for a 6-card hand next turn, giving Bravo the chance to either Warmonger's Recital again, or just Crippling Crush.
Or just crippling crush. Okay, so 3-card hand. Just going to give you 3 cards. Yeah. Wow. Or do we give it? I mean, I wouldn't. I don't know. I'm not a Lexi player, but You could just Hornet Sting, Tunic, 2 cards. It's blocking 8. It's not a good idea. I
mean, it is blocking 8.
This
Stops
is
the crush, allows you to have a 4-card hand because you've got 2 in Arsenal.
I'm just saying that no matter what way we go about it, the Lexi player is in a bit of a pickle. It's a bit of a pickly situation, as they say.
However,
yeah,
I think a
saying Warmongers would have
Warmongers would have been really
yeah,
devastating here.
flat,
Because
you got that right.
you know what's in Arsenal. Well, sorry, you don't know what's in Arsenal. You know there's a premeditate in Arsenal.
Yeah, it's just going to be jank.
And there's no snaps.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
how would he give it go again?
Exactly. It would have been. It would definitely would have janked up an Esso's turn for sure. So yeah, he's just having a think here. And yeah, so right now, right, we're just trying to find the best of the worst situation because this is what
I think even if he blocks for 8 here, he's still got a turn next turn. He can still threaten damage.
Absolutely. Yeah, but it's just
he
what
can't
will you
afford-
sacrifice him for your turn?
We're going to give up 2 cards either way.
We're going to give up 2 cards either way. Do we give it the Tunic? That's the question.
Not with 1 resource.
Not with 1 resource rating. Okay, so you're going to give up 3 cards then. Because if you give up 2 cards and Hornet Sting, that's 7. You're still getting crushed.
Yeah, that's true.
So you've got to give up 3 cards and Hornet.
Yeah. No, you're
Yeah,
right.
So
You're
the
right.
only way you're giving it 2 cards is you've got to give up those 2 pieces of equipment.
You're right.
And I think he knows this, and he's sitting there going, "Do I need this Tunic?" And you do, but do I need to give it 3 cards? Is it 3 cards or 2 equipment?
Interestingly,
So you can't take it to the face.
Interestingly.
I don't know if that's an option.
Bravo's remaining card must be a red, correct? Because otherwise he would have dominated this.
That's correct.
Well, maybe. I'm
Or
not
maybe,
a Bravo player.
No. But if you were to dominate this, you don't know what's coming next. He would have took a heap of damage, and then he would have lost all of his cards. But you still,
He still has a 4-card hand.
you don't know what you're going to draw up next, unless you know your pitch stack very well and you know what's coming. That's fair enough. Or you just okay. So he's opted for the 3-card block.
Taking 2. Still got a 3-card hand, so he can still get off a premeditate and an arrow if he wants to.
So he's got so he's got Codex of Frailty in his hand. I think he probably ideally wanted to just get this.
Do you think the Lexi?
Oh, okay.
Do
so
you
we've got to
think
play.
the Lexi can still do this
What?
with only 1 Rain Razors left? That's all we've got. The 3 of a kinds are gone. Pablo knows what threats are left.
No more 3 of a kinds.
No, he's used all 3.
it's going to be rough.
We
I'm
are
not
seeing the
a,
decks dwindle as well.
I'm not a massive Lexi player, but it just feels like we need to have this. I tell you what, here's my comparison. I play a lot of Viscera, I play a lot of Runeblades, and when you're playing up against Guardian, you just need to have these one little big oomphs of outs, right? And you're counting how many of my revels, right? I know this is Lexi, but there's power turns, and once you start running out of those power turns and you're just coming in with a simple your simple play patterns, you're actually playing into Guardian's way. They can deal with your play patterns.
I agree.
Fairly well, and they're just going to come and go hit and have a hammer. And
we are seeing,
you know what I mean?
A Spinal Crush pitched to pay for the Winter's Bite.
I think he's drawn into a bit of a clunky hand here, right? So
we have another Spinal in hand. Not enough resources to pay for it, it would seem.
Yeah, I know. At this point, I think right now, even though Pablo's come with that Crippling Crush to just take that tempo away, having a card to strip, premeditate, play Codex, find a zero-cost arrow.
That's our second Codex played.
Yeah, and
the Ponder token is live. The Frailty token is live.
And he could even find an Infecting Shot and just use the Tunic and fire that off.
Yeah.
As well. So it's a big impact, and Pablo's going to have to throw his hand potentially at this, or just the one card. No, he's got Frostbite.
It's premeditate as well, so it's going to be +3.
But it's the Frostbite that's affecting his sink below.
Yeah.
So he could throw the whole thing at it.
He's only pitched the red. I think he's got a handful of reds. So he's gone for a Heat Seeker.
So he's going to probably have to give up a piece of equipment for this as well.
Yeah.
But
he can cover the 8, so he can pitch another card to pay for the sink and block 3.
For 3, and then a piece of equipment. Yeah, absolutely.
And that stops a double arsenal.
Yeah. So
here we go.
Equipment, block for 3, pitch, sink. There we go. Yeah. Simple as that. But that's stripped his whole card from his hand. He's got nothing to do now. So we're back to Lexi having the tempo again, having all her cards again. But yeah, you're right. The threats are there. They're running out now. But he's also been pitching up a lot of reds earlier. Remember we were saying all those red cards. When I was saying, he had a lot of red cards. We're now back on doing something. He's not just got loads of blues. And this is why unnecessary is 8 and 2. These are the sort of plays that you're sort of thinking, oh man, why are you just not playing them out when you can? Because he knows that to this point we're going to be playing to this end game.
So Pablo's looking through the graveyard of Lexi. He's looking for those big threats. He wants to know what's left. I think we have one Codex and we have one Rain Razors.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just straight arrows.
Yeah.
I think Pablo would be happy defending straight arrows.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. But if he is defending straight arrows, there is a point where he's got to use his life total as a resource, and I think 14's still okay. It's still
14's good.
Yeah, 14's good. 14's good.
It's enough of a cushion. He's only going to be taking 1 or 2 per attack.
100%. 2 sigils in play as well. Oh, 2 sigils have been played. Oh my!
We have another Frostbite.
Yeah, so he's flipping up there to make his turn pretty difficult. He could strip a card from his hand. I think really these cards here are the cards that are actually making Pablo's day a little bit tricky at this point. These are kind of his last
little... we have pitched a blue this time, so we do have the space.
Yes, absolutely. But again, we're not going to be doing anything back. But that's probably, again, fine, because he's just going, cool. It's now your turn to give me all of these powerful cards again. But
again pitching reds though. We are back to this cycle of full red hands.
Yeah, I know. And he doesn't. And if this hits, he can drop in another card.
He can.
Yeah, and he's been pitching these zeros as well. He's been pitching up these zeros.
We are fully blocking. We're using that last piece of equipment.
Yeah. Okay, that's probably good. I think Ernest is actually.
And if this is just straight damage, which it is, does Pablo
+1.
block?
Blocks 5.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. So
I'm surprised.
He's
not surprised. Sorry.
No. But that's actually. I know he's blocking up a lot of threats, but still, that deck looks a little bit low. I wonder if Alan's here, having just a very quick look at the deck. So we'll just move over to Ernesto, just to have a see of the deck size. He's probably having a think. Ernesto about 15. Okay, all right. So Ernesto's roughly around about 15 cards. Pablo's sitting on around about 25 cards in deck.
The last Codex in hand. Pablo has a clear card advantage, and he has a slim life advantage.
Yeah. Okay. I'm leaning into the realm of I think Pablo is good. I think Pablo's good, but that's but I'm not. Last time I said this,
we have a 2-block in hand and we have a no block in hand. We have no equipment blocks left.
But it's a sigil, right?
It's a sigil.
Yeah. So it's not ideal to stop a non-hit effect, but still, And yeah, the Findel's fighting spirit coming round at a point where Pablo's higher, so now it's just a block 2.
Yeah. This is going to be another 3-arrow turn.
Yes.
With a ponder token from the Codex.
I just want to say the last time I said, "Oh, I think this one's cool,"
They turned
around and lost it, and this ranger just completely clinched it. So, hey, never
Careful
say
what
anything.
you say.
Honestly,
I don't think Pablo can allow him to get this endless arrow back.
I don't think he should know, because this is a threat, and this is a repeatable threat, and he needs to get rid of these repeatable threats.
Yeah.
But in order for that to happen, I think he's got to take a bit. He's going to have to take one. He's going to take some damage to the face in order to stop threats. And Nesto's just been playing this amazingly, by the way. I honestly think that the small intricacies near the start of the game, and even now in these little points near the end of the game, where he's pitching up these red power shot cards so he can still have that bit of gas near the end.
He's had no choice.
No, I do agree on those points, but it's actually picking the right arrow for the end game.
That both players have played incredibly patiently. There is a reason that these players are at the sharp end of the tournament.
100%. I'm just going to say, Ernesto, I wanted to give him the shout out because I think we all safely know that Pablo Pintor is one of the GOAT. Is the GOAT of the EU, right? It goes without saying. This guy is absolutely amazing. I just wanted to give this shout out to Ernesto as well because I think he's been playing brilliantly as well. And it's a tough matchup.
Pablo takes 1.
Okay, so the
allows him to get the card back.
Okay, that's fine. So again, thinking this through, I can imagine Pablo sitting there going, "That's fine. Let's see what you got there." Yeah. So another one.
Now he blocks both.
Block both. Of course he would. And did he go with the go again?
Yeah. +1.
Oh, he went for the +1. Okay. I thought it was going for a cheeky go again, and then I
thought he was going to maybe go for a 3-arrow turn. Pablo gets 3 life back from the sigil.
Yeah.
Passes.
Okay.
So we are back to Ernesto, who probably has 10 to 12 cards left in the deck after this turn.
He's got a blowout, 16 health, man.
He was keeping the Codex in hand as resource, I think, afraid to be starved of resources again.
Yeah.
But he also has this Winter's Bite in hand.
He's got to work out I've got to strip these cards from his hands. I've got to get rid of it somehow.
Yeah.
I've got to push through, but 16 is also a lot. He's pitching up that Codex because he needs to, but he's also got a Winter's Bite.
We are now seeing the pitch stack of Rouse the Ancients and Starstrucks coming back round.
Yeah, but this is the point of whether Pablo wants to take damage to the face, and that's fine. You know what? This is the best bit about playing
for
Guardian.
3 here is not a problem.
No, of course not. But this is the point that Guardian actually sits and goes, "Oh, my pitch stack is coming back round again," and you can just turn around and go, "It's fine. I'll go right. No, I'll take it. I can even pitch around this again. I'm happy to wait."
I think it's going to be tempting for Pablo here to save his cards and dominate the Starstruck.
Do you think?
There's no way Ernesto stops it.
You're right.
And he won't be able to play a single attack out.
And that's true because he's got a card in Arsenal. I'm just testing you. This is blues. Okay, we're going to come in for the Helix. I haven't seen that card in...
Coming in for 2.
Yeah.
Cheeky 2.
Again, not very threatening. But if it hits, if you have no cards in your arsenal, you may put a card from your hand face down into your arsenal. So again,
Cheeky 2.
It's just not doing anything.
It's not doing anything.
It's got no one hit. It's just coming in for 2. Yeah. And then coming in for 4. If it hits, lose a health. Does he just...
He's going to block it.
Oh, he's going to block it. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, okay. I thought it makes you sort of...
makes you think.
I'm not... Look. Pablo obviously I think he probably took that and just assessed it and then came in and went and just reassessed the situation.
I think I would have been greedy, but I think this is the right play. Keeping the life advantage. A choke slam from Arsenal.
And then it feels like, when you're playing sealed or draft, And then you're just doing the just. I'm going to come in for 8.
Yeah.
I don't. Your health total is not the thing I'm after. I'm now after the cards. I'm now after your deck. I'm going to run you out of threats.
And I mean, as it happens, Ernesto has drawn into a lightning press. If this chokeslam crushes, it completely turns off that lightning press.
Jeez. So, but Ernesto is still sitting there with equipment.
Yeah.
He's still sitting there with. In fact, he's got more. How it's turned around. He's got more equipment than Pablo.
Chat rightly points out, Endless Arrow that we saw come up a couple of turns earlier is an incredibly strong card in Lexi. Can you believe that was only a super rare in Arcane Rising when it came out? 0 cost, 4
at the
arrow,
at the time when you only had what you had, the card was clearly strong. But you had to do a lot of hoops.
Yeah.
Now with all this support coming out of Ranger, the card is crazy.
I agree,
crazy. So just a bit of a card deck update. Ernesto on 5 cards, Pablo 5 cards less than deck. Pablo at 20 cards left in deck.
He's taking 5 here. That crush is effective.
So
therefore the lightning press is irrelevant.
Yeah, okay. But we're just trying to strip cards from hand.
Correct.
We're just trying to strip.
And the Rain Razors is also irrelevant.
The Rain Razors is also irrelevant.
We're going to pitch that, put it back to the bottom maybe, and just fire off a 1 arrow.
Yeah.
Get some cards out of Pablo's hand.
I wonder if... And no, Pablo must have seen it. There must have been a point where he's seen the... There must have been a point where he's seen the lightning press being pitched away because he's not. Obviously, he's not. I was just curious. I wonder if he's shown that this is available. I don't know if there's any way that
we've seen a lightning press played. He must assume there's another one.
Oh, there was. Yeah, I guess it was. Yeah. See, this is why I'm not the pro player.
Ernesto's got 5 cards left after this turn.
Okay. So Pablo at this point with 13 health, 20 cards in his deck. Can just block.
Yeah, this is block out.
This is block out.
And we've arsenaled a lightning press.
And he's got a frostbite. Starstruck. I mean, he can't play that Starstruck out. But he could just tear us under hammer. No, he can't even do that. No, he can't even do that. It's just hammer. Just
pay 2 for that, and then pay 3 for the hammer.
Yeah, just simple hammer.
Arsenal the Starstruck.
Oh, Starstruck.
Ernesto has minimal cards left.
Yeah. Coming up to 11 minutes of the round, I think we're fine. We're still good. We're not worried about time. We're worried about deck size.
This is a masterful game by both players. Unfortunately, Ernesto has run out of steam.
It is the strategy of Guardian players. It is a very solid strategy of Guardian players. You can just pick and choose. You go, okay, well, I can just play this game of just run you out of cards and deck. Yeah. And I'm also achieving that outcome by just having those moments of being aggressive when I need to be aggressive. And if I'm not running out of cards in your deck, I'm just taking your health total. I'm just winning either way. Yeah. It's such a solid strategy that Guardians can do on Rangers.
I think this is the right choice for Ernesto. Go down to 2. You haven't got enough cards to threaten lethal any other way.
No, I feel this is his last. This is his last shot. I believe it is. Winter's Bite. And then he's also got to have a lightning press face up. He's got to show him I've got this. But he can give the next attack go again at least. That's cool.
So the Winter's Bite comes out.
You got to play that Winter's Bite. Let me have 1 card, please, good sir. Thank you. And he can give the next arrow in his.
It already has go again.
It already has go again.
Give it +1 from Voltaire.
Yeah. Which is the hamstring shot.
So 6 go again.
Yep. And then we've got to cheat. We have got the lightning press waiting, ready to go. I don't know what else he's got in his hand.
2 cards left. One's a Codex.
Yeah.
We know the Rain Razors is the card on the bottom.
Oh, okay. So
on the only card left in deck is a Rain Razors.
Right. So right now we've got enough resources to pay for the Voltaire to give that another +1. Which is the Falcon Punch.
Yeah.
Or was it Falcon Wing?
Falcon Wing.
Falcon Wing.
Yeah.
Falcon Punch. And that will get a +1, so that's coming in for 4. Lightning Press on the board, ready to go.
What cards does Pablo have? 3 blues, Thunderquake.
Oh, so he's taking that
6.
6.
He wants to know what's coming.
Yeah. But I think that Lightning Press is what's actually going to, that's. Ooh. I mean, I'm not worried yet.
In Arsenal.
Yeah, we know Starstruck's in Arsenal. So it's a Falcon Wing coming in for 4. Go again.
This is lethal if the Lightning Press is used.
So Pablo knows he's got to block this out. He's also got a card in Arsenal as well, so he's not going to be stripping any cards from hand either with the Codex. So that's handy for Pablo. But how do we close this out? But would you just block this up?
He can't not block this.
Yeah, he's got to block this up, right? Surely. You know what? Again, it's just huge. What ball? If he had balls,
does he have a defense reaction in Arsenal?
No, maybe.
Not in Arsenal. In hand. Does he have an unmovable in hand? Is that why he's deliberating?
Maybe.
Can he block it all out?
But it's just the argument of why Bullseye Braces was banned is such a good thing, right? Because if you think about it right now, if he had a Bullseye Braces right there, he plays the Codex, he gets an Endless Arrow, puts the Endless Arrow into Arsenal, play that Endless Arrow out, comes back into your hand, Bullseye, play that out again. That would have closed. That would be a way to close the game out, and that is what
really
Lexi players have been doing.
Over yet.
Yeah, I know. It's not far from it, but you just known if Bullseye was about, and this is why that ban it's been an effective knock against Lexi. She's still sitting there on the top tables, but you know that Bullseye was just really, really good to keep her in the game, even at this point.
So we have three blocks in hand for Bravo.
No.
How does he do this? Because there's no threats left. He knows there's no threats left. This is going to come in for 4 or 7.
Yeah, it's that Lightning Press.
If he blocks 3, he goes down to 3, and then he has 6 left to block.
Wow. Okay.
So he blocks here.
3. Takes 1. Codex. He's got to play. He's got to play Codex.
He's got to play Codex.
He's got to play. But then he's also got a Tunic sitting there as well.
If he chooses an infecting shot, Pablo's dead.
Oh yes. And then if Pablo even just attempts one swing,
Pablo's dead.
What?
Watch. So infecting shot comes in for 5.
No. Have you worked this out?
He's dead.
He's dead.
He takes 2 off this.
Okay.
So he blocks. Oh, he's got an NS arrow.
Oh, no.
What's going on?
No. Simon, don't. Oh
if it was an infecting shot, he could only block 6, and it would come in for 8.
But he doesn't know that.
No. But I'm saying Ernesto could have come in
for 4. Give it +3.
He's got no way of giving it going again, but it gives him an arsenal.
Okay. Wow. Ponder. Oh no. I wonder if you. Okay.
He went for the wrong arrow. I know. Pablo could have blocked 6.
Yeah.
The infecting shot would have come in with 8 and given a blood pox token.
Yeah.
Taking him down to 0. He would have taken.
Yeah. Oh wow. Okay.
Is that right? Maybe
Is
not.
That right?
Maybe not.
Oh, hang on. So we have got a searing shot coming in for 2. Go and
Rain Razor's in hand.
Rain Razor.
He knows it's Rain Razor.
He knows it's Rain Razor. If he picks that Blood Rush,
we have an unmovable in hand.
Miss Lethal, I think. Yeah. Oh no. Okay. Yeah. And then Rainmate Bam. Oh, well done. Wow. Okay.
What a game.
What a game. Wow.
What a game.
Wow. So Pablo took this.
So I think that was a missed lethal opportunity.
It was a missed lethal. Yeah, you pointed it out when you said it was the Blood Rot.
It would have done 2 damage and another 2 damage from Blood Rot. Yeah. So he ended up only doing 1 damage.
Oh, man. And we're back. It's on us. I don't have a hat. My hair.
Guys,
we've been sitting here like this.
What a fantastic game.
Wow.
That was a privilege to cast. I enjoyed every moment. The swings back and forth, the warmongers, time walking, the crippling crush opportune moment. The 3 of a kind turns were huge.
I'm exhausted from this.
I mean, what more could you want?
It was brilliant. It was such a back and forth game. We were sitting there going for ages. Like, I think Pablo's is going to do it. Oh, look at this turnaround. These are top table plays. I'm hoping that everyone who's watching this has been enjoying it as much as we have. It's just been incredible.
I hope it came across well.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's
I'm hearing rumours that George Rogers, UK national champion from last year, is on fire, and he has gone undefeated so far today. So the next match for him will be win and in for the top 8.
So George is on a winning in now.
We are looking
5.
at a couple of win and ins to stream next. We're going to head back to the studio and sort that out.
Okay.
We'll see you shortly.